Golden Eye. Man, I love our intro song. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Perspective. And as always, we want to kind of give an introduction on what this is. Hey, this is a safe place. We want to say welcome to everyone. We really thank you for being here. And as we go into our discussion today, keep in mind that this is going to be a very, very fire show. The name is Perspective. And the premise of our platform is right in the name. So there's going to be different point of views, different lived experiences. So people are going to have different opinions and outlooks on the topics that we discussed. And so the thing is, we need to understand that just because somebody's opinion, point of view, or perspective is different, that doesn't make it right or wrong. You're more entitled to feel how you want to feel, think like you want to think. So as we come in here, it can get as hot and heated as it wants to be. This is not an echo chamber. And this is not just for everybody to come in and be agreeable. So don't be afraid to share your comments, feel the way you want to feel. Let's just make sure that when we leave at the end of the day, you leave with your self-respect and that you respected everybody else. So with that, I'm going to introduce the guest, if you haven't recognized. And I want to give a shout out to our co-host who wasn't able to be here today, Latoya. We miss you. And she's taking care of business because, you know, that's Doc. She got things to do. You know what I'm saying? She got souls to save, minds to heal. So she's a licensed therapist. That's why I'm saying all that, y'all. So, but the guests that we have, I'm very, very excited about. They're individuals that I know, have known for a long time. So I know that here's the commonality between the two. They are not shy about sharing their perspective. So I'm excited to hear what's going to go on tonight. Hey, what's going on, Brian? I'm glad you're here, man. So first, I'm going to start with who I call the Velvet Brick. Her name is Crystal, and I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, thank y'all for having me, Miss Keisha and the Intellect. My name is Crystal Washington. I am the executive director of Charm. It's a nonprofit for at-risk youth out of Wichita Falls, Texas. I am the owner of Funnel Vision out of Wichita Falls, Texas. We do funnel cakes, gourmet funnel cakes. So we do all type of events, pop-up events. We travel, we do all kind of stuff. And I also do a lot of business consulting. So I'm just here to give my perspective on what we're talking about tonight.
All right. And so our next guest is somebody I'm very, very fond of. That's like he's like a brother. We've known each other a very long time. You know, he's been consistent. That's the word I would like to say. This is I really admire him because you want to know someone who's going to speak their mind, stand on their square. He has definitely been solid and been the same since the day I met him. So I'm going to let Andre introduce himself.
Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Andre Brown, and I'm happy and thankful to be here.
Yeah, he's very modest. I'm just going to let y'all know. I met Andre through in college. Andre is one. He was a prolific athlete here in the North Dallas area. He got me, y'all. He got me. I mean, he was that type of guy. He gave me a hard time the first time he met me, and he ain't stopped since. So he's been a little bit more modest than that. And then we're going to go to the incomparable Keisha. I'll hand it over to you.
Good evening, everybody. Thank y'all for joining us again tonight. Thank you, Miss Crystal and Mr. Andre, for sitting in with us tonight. Hey, Toya, we do miss you. Come back soon. So, but tonight we are going to talk about trust issues. So before we get started with the conversation, we would like to play a video for you all. The other week we asked you to watch a video, but I don't think I uploaded it this time. So just want you to just take a look at this video. Just a moment. We're going to get started.
I'm about to hit him with this one chip challenge chip that I've been seeing everybody do. So we about to jump on it real quick. I got me some Doritos. I'm gonna put it inside the Dorito bag, y'all, and we just about to
let you here talking on the phone for this long. I'm just trying to. The hell? Why you like that?
I didn't even see that one in there.
You don't have extra flavor on this one?
It looked like it got extra flavor on there. Try it. That's the first time I'm seeing that in the bag.
You like it's like all flavor.
Yeah.
So I try it.
Yeah. It's on your fingers and everything.
Yeah.
Here, this other one. You like it?
It's very good. It's like cheesy.
It do?
Yeah.
Huh. I don't want none. Ooh! What's wrong? What's wrong? Babe.
This is hot as fuck!
Oh, shit. Are you okay? Babe. Wait.
Ah, shit!
Wait.
Oh, shit! Are you gonna do this?
Hey, yeah. I got you. Hey, you getting it on me. Is that height?
Oh, shit!
Is that height? Is that height? Oh, shit!
What you laughing for?
Oh, shit!
Sweet fucking Jesus.
Babe, you just did the high chill.
What the f-
Oh!
What the
Oh! Hey, calm down. Is that hot? Why I feel like I can taste it? Oh!
Oh. Oh. Damn it, I might go to the doctor. Really came my face.
Okay. All right. So as funny as that video was, I think I watched that video maybe 20 times. And and the more I watched it, the more I looked at it, and I started to think, he trusted her. You know what I mean? He trusted her to give him something that wouldn't be bad or hazardous to his health. Not saying that it was hazardous to his health, but he trusted her, not to do anything that would potentially harm him. So I looked at it and then I got mad because I'm like, in some situations, we trust our mate not to hurt us. You know what I mean? So now he's gonna have to be like, if she fixes him some food going forward, he's gonna sniff it. He's gonna have other thoughts, and to me, having a trust issue like that with something as simple as a chip, you know what I mean? Anything can cause a trust issue. So I don't know. What are your thoughts about that, Mr. Andre? What did you think when you watched it?
Well, when I watched it at first, I was kind of, I'm kind of that person who's like, well, this looks staged to me at first,
Mm-hmm.
But as far as just, I guess there was his girl, wife, girlfriend, whatever, and she would do that, like you said. I mean, from that point on, I can't trust you because I understand, laughing, having fun in relationships, but that was pain. That went too far, if you ask me.
Yeah. My thoughts exactly. What about you, Eric?
Well, I think my thoughts kind of aligned with Andre's at first. I was like, that's kind of staged, but as you've presented it and kind of painted the picture, that definitely would, because you've seen couples online that pull pranks on each other, but that would give you, I don't know if trust issues, but you're not going to trust anything that they do. You know what I mean? Because anything that it's an issue. Yes, definitely. But from my concept and mindset of like trust issues, it'll probably be something a little more deeper, and I'm pretty sure we'll get into that. But what you kind of painted, yeah, definitely that would definitely impact everything that you do. When you be like, hey, just come, nah, man, you don't know. So that's gonna impact. I don't know how bad it'll impact the relationship, or how often you're doing it, but especially if you're someone who doesn't play like that, because not everybody does that or is into those jokes. Yeah. So that definitely would be someone can say, I was just joking. And no, that ain't how you play.
Mm-mm.
So that could be a
Right.
No.
I like that. That is so true. Miss Crystal?
Well, I think those videos, at first I did think it was staged, and then I saw that he actually really didn't know. However, I think that you have to know the preface before that. Like, what type of relationship are they? Are they jokesters? Has he joked her before? We just saw the video. We don't know if this is something that they do all the time. Do I think that challenge is a bit rough? That is a bit rough to be eating,
Right.
and I totally get the perspective of now I gotta look at my food. But I mean, I've been pranked before on some things, and I didn't look at my mate like, oh, every time they're gonna do something to me. Just because I think that in a relationship you have to have everything can't be boring. I think you have to have a sense of humor, and I don't think that she would have did that to him if she thought that it would hurt the relationship. Me personally, but I'm just saying I don't know the preface of, she put him on TikTok, recorded it, whatever. So maybe they do pranks, you know what I'm saying? And maybe she just got him really good this time. We don't know what pranks he's done to her.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's true. That's true, though. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I understand what y'all are saying. Definitely you, Miss Crystal, because it's like, you do have to understand, I guess, the background and the why, whatnot. But do you think perhaps that sometimes a few pranks can go a little too far? Do y'all think that?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes, absolutely.
And and I felt like it was to the point of he was embarrassed.
That's a key word right there.
Because it's like, why would you give me a hot chip? You know what I mean? Like if we're eating Doritos, because sometimes if y'all eat chips, they do have a burnt chip in the bag sometimes. So you know what I mean? Or all bags or whatever. But like I wouldn't think that as my mate, you would purposely pull a prank to that, to me, that serious on me.
Right.
So
but that's
you.
He said, I think I need to go to the hospital because he ate 2 of them chips.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And I think he chewed and swallowed, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, because he said it tasted like they were cheesy. Oh, sorry. He said it was cheesy. So I was like, are they cheesy? And she was like, you have the stuff on your fingers. Oh my gosh, what if he had licked his fingers out? Like, oh, but like you said, okay, so what you said to me, when I said to me, Miss Crystal, so what was that for? What do you mean by that?
Well, I meant because we still, I don't think, me personally, I don't think that she would have put him on camera like that to intentionally embarrass him. I kind of got like, they joke. Like, I don't know, why would you do that type of joke on somebody if you're really trying to harm them? I mean, there is a chip challenge going on. People are doing that. It's, some people know, some people don't. I just don't think that she did it in malice. Did it go too far because he didn't respond probably the way she thought, because he definitely was hurt and in pain. And I get, okay, we can say we don't want our mate in pain, but it was a joke, and so I got a wicked sick of sense of humor. So I just can't be like, oh, she was trying to maliciously hurt him, because I don't know their relationship. And I think that outside of even this chip situation, like, we don't know their situation. And I get trust. He trusted her. Okay, I'm just eat these chips with babe. She gave me these chips. But I mean, she recorded it. She did. I just don't think that she did that in malice. So to me, in my sense of humor, they had a joke. They did a joke. Did it go too far? Yes. Will they talk about it later and be like, babe, that was messed up. You didn't have, he might be mad. But I just don't think that just from seeing that, I just think it's just a whole lot more things that you have to know to just judge and say, oh, she was trying to hurt him and he should, whatever, be mad and upset and he was going to die.
Yeah. We're going to read some of the comments. Jasiah Barnes, thank you for being here. She said that would be a serious problem for me. She knew exactly what she was doing.
And that's my
Right.
point. I feel like that. I guess, like I've watched this video and I also told people, I had a son first, and so it's like doing stuff to a man.
Say it again.
I'm like, I'm sorry.
I said, say it again.
Yeah,
No, keep
doing
going.
stuff,
Say it again.
doing harsh things to a man, that really bothers me. You know what I mean? Because it takes me back to when a young lady tried to put a baby on my son one time, and then because he refused to sign the birth certificate, she was gonna take him to child support court. And he was just gonna go and pay child support. And I'm like, don't you do that? Like you have the option to take a paternity test. So don't just go and just, let her do everything, where he wasn't going to go. He was just going to let her do everything. No, you show up, take this paternity test, and, let's find out for sure. The baby wasn't his. But it's like, now it makes it harder. And this is just in my opinion because, I don't want to think about the chip no more because I guess my sense of humor, like Miss Crystal, just not that wicked. I'm sorry. I just wouldn't do this to anybody. That's just not cool. But like he and he got out of there, of course. But it's just like just don't do the brothers wrong. I mean, it's and then with the embarrassment part, it's like, okay, as black men, y'all already getting bruised and beat up in the world. Why would your woman
say it again?
Y'all already getting bruised and battered and beat up by the world. Why would your woman add to that? That's just how I see it. And I'm thinking maybe I'm just too deep about it. I don't know, or just overly passionate. But I just, whether it's something that they've done before or it's a joke or it's, they do pranks back and forth, that was just a little bit over the top. In my opinion. So, Mr. Andre, any thoughts on that?
Yes, ma'am. Well, like Miss Crystal was saying, she has a wicked personality. I think that's what she said.
No, I said sense of humor.
Sense of humor. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm a person. To me, that was too far. Now, my question is, if they have this relationship where they prank each other, how does he get her back? What does he do to get her back?
Yeah.
Because to me, that was too far. So now it's like, I got something for you,
But
and then that leads to,
how do you know he didn't do something before that was just as bad?
Exactly. Exactly.
Right.
I don't know, but I'm just saying,
we could take some of that. We could take some of that chip residue, and put that on a pad or something. I said it. Yeah, I said it because then it ain't gonna be funny at that point. It was just a prank.
No.
It's just a prank. Nah.
And then she gonna be ripping and running around at the Walgreens looking for some coochie cream just because of this bird that got her coochie lips. I mean, it won't be funny then, right? It won't be.
Right.
It be raw.
I mean, but that's what she would get if that's what he did. If that's how they rock, that's how they rock. But are we talking about chips or are we talking about love and relationships? Like
I think we're talking about the love and the relationship, like you're saying.
A lot of it, all of it is involved. That's what I think. Love, relationship.
Because I think the chip is a representation.
Chip and a baby is two different things. I think a joke on a chip and having a baby and someone slipping you, I think that's horrible. I think that's a character malfunction when you're trying to put a baby off on someone versus a chip challenge. That's a joke. Now, I feel like if she went too far, if she knew that, I mean, I get she knew exactly what she was doing, but I think that I didn't like that she just sat there when he did start to hurt and he did say X, Y, and Z. She should have been more responsive, like cut the camera, get to helping her man, whatever, but I think she pushed a little far because she did not try to help him after she seen he was clearly hurting. But I can't say she's wrong for this joke, and now because the whole world is on his shoulders as a black man, and I just think now the lady that did that to your son, I think that goes into okay, he already fighting the world and the demons and this, that, and the other, and then you trying to slip a baby in on him. I totally get with that, but I think that she was in the wrong because she did not try to help him when she saw that her man was in pain. You played a joke, you see it didn't go well, he's hurting, and you're not helping him.
Gotcha.
I get that.
Gotcha. Cause you went, okay. Bobby, what's going on? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Bobby Humphrey says, yes, it's a prank. Clearly, it wasn't that bad. He didn't get upset, go crazy, make threats. I say it all the time. You have to know the person. And I think that point was kind of pointed out by a Crystal. Like, you know, if you know that you all joke or whatnot, then that, you know, then we have to look at it through a different lens. And he also says, right, someone putting a baby is life changing. She didn't sit and give him some water.
I think. Well, wait a minute. I think, is Miss Bobby a lady?
Bobby?
Is Bobby a lady?
Yes.
Anybody know? Bobby's
yes.
a lady.
She's a lady. Yes.
Okay. I was just trying to make sure.
Yeah, forgive me, Bobby.
Oh, she's correcting me. She's saying that she didn't just sit there. She gave him some water, but she should have been smart, and water wasn't going to do anything.
Because they've already said that doesn't do anything. But you know, in this, I think this kind of curves and goes into the deeper topic, kind of like, you know, misrepresentation of who's a child, like putting a child on someone, or you know, violating a commitment within a relationship, misappropriation of resources within a relationship that put the family and people in dire straits. That I think the process in that video is just kind of a microcosm, an example of, you want to be able to trust the person. So that just grabbing a chip and eating a chip that your girl gives you would be the equivalent of if she tells you, hey, I'm pregnant, and you're just excited about it, or you want to be a father, and then you come to find out it's not yours, or you're trusting them. Okay, I'm putting the money in the deposit. I'm depositing the money in whatever account or whatever your structure is, and then the rent or the mortgage ain't been paid. And then you look up, you come home one day and they talking about you got to get out, and then you scrambling or something of that nature, which is I think we have to look at not necessarily about the joking, because I think you're right, Crystal, and then also I think Bobby mentioned that, you know, if a person's pranking you and you're that type of couple and you do those type of things, cool. But you know, kind of moving into the rail of talking about trust issues, I think in a more deeper area, we can kind of go into, like, you know, what is the fallout when you go through something like that? That's more like someone, you know, your son ain't your son, or your daughter end up not being your daughter, or you've been committed, your vows have been compromised or violated, and you've been embarrassed and violated in that way. So what would be kind of the turn? And I think those are where we're talking about, like, really trust issues that can create issues in that space. So I open it up for anyone to kind of comment. Good evening to you, Ben. Man, glad you're here. Definitely open it up to comment if anybody have any feelings on trust issues from a place like what can be developed when you experience what Keisha mentioned, like with her son.
Oh, wait, real quick. I'm sorry. Hey, Ben, that's the boss man, everybody. Let's make sure we acknowledge him.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Now, I'm sorry. What was your question, Eric? I'm sorry about that.
No, I kind of presented it to the panel, kind of in returns of comment on what you mentioned about your son. Like, you know, what do they think the fallouts of what are the kind of the damage related to trust issues that can be developed going through an experience like that?
Yeah.
Well, I think, you know, for me, I think it really, you know, it's individual, you know, because I went through something similar to that, and I know a bunch of other men that have gone through things. And me personally, I am someone that tries to always see the best in everything. And I don't think I'm bitter, but I just think it kind of opened my eyes to some things, you know. And that's just my opinion. I just think that for me now, I'm older, so I feel that I kind of look for some different things than I did in the past. But I don't think it made me bitter, but I think it made me stronger.
That's interesting.
So you didn't have a problem with women after that? Like you didn't try to use rubbers later? You didn't say, okay, I don't want to have kids. It didn't affect you no type of way like that from someone lying like that?
No, I mean, no, of course I love women, but no, I mean, I was never to the point where, all women go to hell. No, it's never been like that with me.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't want to go to hell. Hell no. I don't want to go to hell. Nah. No.
That's funny.
But yeah, I don't know. What about you, Eric?
I went through that, and I was completely destroyed about it. Matter of fact, I would even check myself now. That's something that you don't ever get over. This is what I would say, especially if you have an affinity and you love that child, because you love that child when you already know it's on its way, and you have dreams and you have visions of what you will do with them and for them, what they will be. And I'll even take it a step deeper. If it's a son and you're a man, oh, that's you. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's you again. And to have that taken away, you don't heal up from that.
Yeah.
That doesn't go away ever. So it's would I say that creates a trust issue? I would say, yeah, it did for a long time. And I had to do real work to get over that. It never took it's the same as Dre, never took a connotation of being all women are bad, because obviously all women are bad. I know to me, black women they are the tip of the spear. They're some of the most beautiful, dynamic, and extraordinary entities on the planet, period, point blank. But the same thing make you smile, make you cry. You know what I'm saying? And because they have that, because they are so powerful in that way, they just have the power to break you down too. So when it comes to trust issues, I think it's a serious thing. I think it's evident in our society, especially in the black community, because men and women right now, black men and women, we 100% do not trust each other. And because of actions such as those, because
Right.
mama's baby, daddy's maybe, that has been a very huge catalyst to the state and the place that we're in today.
But women get that from men. Y'all been doing that for the longest. We just perfected the game.
That's talking about putting baby. I was gonna say, what man put a baby on a woman?
I mean, not saying that, but I'm talking about all the whole cheating and causing trust issues. Y'all started that. Remember how Adam hoodwinked Eve and eating that out?
Okay.
That had nothing to do with us. Ain't that right, Miss Chris? That had nothing to do with us.
I'm gonna ride out because you a woman on that one.
No, hold on. I did not expect that. Wait,
hold on.
Up the whole hell with it.
You hold on.
Keisha, earlier you was like, man, y'all have been bashed. You have been
understand it.
Right.
It's just too much. See, I see now when it comes to her son, it's a problem.
We're not. But I know you didn't think I was gonna let you spend the next few minutes trying to talk about women. We got to get on y'all men too.
No, I love women, but I'm definitely going to tell the truth. Okay, so
you just look like you did something wrong.
Now you brought up Eve. You brought up Eve.
Right.
You brought up Eve.
Yeah.
Who listening to the snake? Adam
hoodwinked her.
Adam would have been paying attention.
Yeah, he should have sat her ass down somewhere. We'd all be not having to work. Y'all wouldn't have no pain having kids. Y'all need to get on your girl. You know what I'm saying? The snake. Okay. The one thing God said you can have every. Let's get into it. You tell me what entity gets told you can have everything you see, just not that one thing right there. And your ass go get that one thing. Something is wrong with you.
No, Adam hoodwinked her into doing it. You better read your
How?
word. You better read your
Andre.
word.
Go ahead, Andre. Ask the question.
How? You say Adam hoodwinked her. How?
You better read your word.
Okay.
No. You're ordained. That's no. If you're
you better read Genesis.
No, you're supposed to go spread the word.
Okay.
You're supposed to go spread the word. Spread the word.
You hold on a minute.
Right.
You hold on a minute.
Now. No, you just said we gotta read the word.
Wait a minute. Y'all hold on a minute. I got to get Miss Tammy's comment. Miss Tammy said, and I quote, Eve was lied to by Adam. Pump 8.
She did not get lied to.
Adam.
Keisha,
Pump 8.
Keisha, somebody right now in the comments, is somebody gonna watch this video and they don't know where they waddling with their soul and their spirit, and they're gonna listen to you. Stop it right now.
Eric, I can't look at you. I can't even look at you. I'm gonna look over here.
You finna lead somebody into the pits because they're gonna be like,
I'm
Adam ain't do none of that.
You know
what Adam did? You know what? Adam was wrong. But you know what he did wrong?
He should have been paying attention to his lady, and she wouldn't have been distracted. How about
boom?
that?
That part. Now what Brother B say? I want one of these young men to read that.
Mr. Brian D.
You know what? I'm sitting here on my phone. I cannot see it.
I'm gonna read it.
Okay, let's talk about
it. He said, God gave, and I'm gonna get you, H-Rap, but God gave. He said, God gave Adam the instructions, not Eve. Had she eaten it and Adam didn't, the world would still be perfect. As I was saying,
Adam gave her the instructions.
As I was saying, you know what Adam did wrong? He listened to her ass. Because she offered it to him, and his ass took it. He was not supposed to do that. He was supposed to slap it out of hand, say, "Don't you know about my partner said that ain't what we supposed to do? Bring your ass on over here. Go on and sit down.
Hold on.
Around and rinse it off.
Hold on.
That's where he went wrong.
Hold on.
So H-Snap is correct.
Hold on. Mash the mute button on you.
Okay.
Wow.
And so Tammy Swinburne says, I think she meant, I'm a very educated woman. I'm a student at a biblical college. Did we miss
bless the Lord.
Okay.
I think she's saying to confirm what she said about Adam being lied to.
The man was more experienced and supposed to lead the way. Correct, Tammy. Correct. Agreed.
But all through the Bible, men was weak about women. All through the Bible, Samson lost his eyesight. People lost their husbands. David was sending people out to war. Like it's always been a man issue being weak behind. Can I say coochie?
Yeah. No, you can
go ahead, girl.
I'm just saying. So where do the trust issue really come? Because that's what we're talking about. Is the trust issue because you're not okay, like you not being the man that I'm not trying to bash anyone because I love a black man. I think y'all are kings. I have no issue with none of that. But I'm saying if we're going to refer to the Bible, all through the Bible, men were seduced by women. They were, like I say, Samson lost his eyesight. David was sending people out to war to get their wives. This is ongoing. And so the trust part of it is like, okay, where does that come from? Did that start with man? Did that start back then with Eve and Adam? Was the trust issue start back then? Yes or no?
I say yes.
I heard seduced lied to.
I said, man, I said David was lying. He sent people
Ben
out
did
on
that. You better listen up.
So they were also betrayed.
Man did that too. Yeah.
Don't
Now,
forget,
now,
lost eyesight.
Mika, I love you, but I'm
Wait a
not putting
minute.
up this
Wait a
comment.
minute. Samson couldn't nobody. Y'all got me out. Could nobody fool with Samson except the woman, except the women, not the woman. It wasn't one. The women, plural.
But that's true. But
That
look
he
how
fooled
God
with.
fixed that. Look how God fixed that. His weakness was the woman. She hooked his eyes out. He don't have eyesight, so he can't
Cut
even
his
go
hair
through that
too.
again. Yeah, so he can't even go through that again. He can't even look and be like, "Oh, she's a bad." I'd be wanting to cuss y'all. She's a great lady. You know what I'm saying? He can't even look at her anymore and say that. So God fixed that. So I'm saying with the trust issues, I think if you have a trust issue with someone or whatever, it will get fixed. It should. And like you say, Eric, it takes work on our end, on our individual end, on our traumas and things like that. But I mean, our trust issues are so deep because do you have trust issues from childhood that take you into you don't trust anybody? Or like she said, did somebody bamboozle you with a baby and now you have trust issues? It just goes so many ways. And then even for women, like we're on y'all, but like Keisha said, this has been going on. Men have been having families for decades, generations, and like our granddaddies. I know me and my homegirls talk about it, and we say, you know, our granddaddies had whole other families, stuff like that, and the grandma stayed because that was what the thing was to do. So I'm saying, I feel like as time has
Abraham. Sarah made Abraham mess with that woman. With
some of these men
never mind. I don't want to go into that.
Some of these
Let's
men
read
be
the
having
comment.
whole bitches. Be having whole bitches on the other end of town. Whole bitches.
See, I didn't know he did that.
Hold on, let me read Mika's.
Wait a minute, I ain't through, Eric. Hold on a minute. And then you hear that song. Your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. He wrote that about a man.
Listen, Mika Baldwin says, now Keisha, you know better. Men been weak behind women, especially if she fine. I'm just saying. Thank you, Mika, for just being a voice of reason. Tammy Swinburne said it's a spirit that come between everyone. And she says, I'm healed and have trust issues because I know better. Okay. Like Tamar, who had twins.
What? Eric, what is you doing?
Sorry.
And hey, Alexis. That's the homie right there.
I don't know.
No, but I think that's a great point. And I mean, we want to shy away because who wants to take responsibility? Nobody, right? So guess what? Let's just cut it down the middle and let's both take responsibility.
No. That's like telling me to apologize.
I'm saying this. That's why we got the problem we got right now. Don't nobody want to take accountability.
Because my problem is I'm not fit to take ownership of something that I know I didn't do.
What you mean?
That's just like telling somebody, oh well, Chris go rob that bank, go over there and rob that bank. No, I ain't doing that. Then I go do it. But I tell her that she got to take the heat for it. Oh, hell.
I mean, ain't you the daughter of Eve, I guess? Ain't y'all all stuck together?
Ain't nobody talking about that. We talking about robbing banks right now. We talking about going straight. What's that movie with Queen Latifah and them? Set It Off mode. We ain't talking about that no more. We moved on.
That was a very quick way to get out of the sentence. I'm trying to say that listen. What did Tammy just say?
The spirit came between everybody.
Thank you. It's a spirit.
And trust issues is a spirit.
And like Alexa said, no.
That ain't what she was saying.
That's what she meant. Thank you, baby. I love you.
That's not what she was saying that too. That's not what she was saying that too. But here's the thing. Let's get into something. Because this is evident there are trust issues enough to go around and for everybody. We got in all spaces. People have been cheated on. People have been lied on.
Right.
Lied to. But what do we do? So when we got, so if anybody say, no, I don't have any trust, there might be somebody out there because there's something for everyone. But what if you do have trust issues, or if you had trust issues? If anybody in the audience, if you got some ideas, definitely share them in the comments. So what are some keys to building trust, and more specifically, building trust in relationships? So what needs to be present? What steps would you say need to be taken to build trust? Because you already got trust issues. How do we solve those?
But I think
definitely communication.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mr. Andre.
Oh, I was just saying, I think communication is one of the steps as far as building trust. I think communication is one of the major steps in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Not if he a liar.
Well, okay, and that's part of communication. You'll find out.
If he a liar,
you'll find that out.
If he a liar, my thing is, I mean, how you gonna? Somebody broke up with him for something. You know what I'm saying? And
somebody, she said,
hold on.
Somebody.
You got to think about that thing. You be like, damn, he's such a good man. He get all the bottles of water out the car that I get from Sam, bring them upstairs, go get all the groceries. Then what's the matter with him? What's she leaving for? Oh, that Negro was lying. That Negro was
hey,
see?
Cheating like mud. Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, so conversation and communication does rule the nation. However, you got to make sure that he ain't no lying ass.
Right.
Next.
I agree.
True.
But true. I think also, me and my girlfriend was talking about this today. Not like my girlfriend, but my homegirl.
We know what you mean.
I have to make that straight. So we were talking about that earlier today, and childhood has so much to do with trust issues. Like sometimes people just not gonna trust you because they're messed up from childhood. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just not. It's gonna always. I've been in those situations where it doesn't matter what you do. It don't matter, and they could bring the water up and be the best, this, that, and the other. But if they have trust issues from childhood, then it doesn't do. And like Andre was saying, and like Eric was saying, it takes work, communication, but you have to be able to say, I have trust issues. So many people don't want to say that, and it's masked. Right. And so you dealing with that person that's going to bring the water up, and you think everything great and but they really a whole nother person. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't even take the veil off to say that I do have trust issues. I am the issue. You know what I'm saying? But
and ain't nothing worse than trying to text somebody and you look, and you turn around and somebody looking over your shoulder because he got trust issues. Yeah, you looking for? This is my phone. I pay this bill every month. You know what you looking for? Joker?
That's
right.
That's a trust
and then they go buy them a privacy screen to try to keep their screen dark. So
they do this. You see this phone? They turn it over like that. They just turn it over.
But you know what?
Listen,
you're a cheater if you do this.
Wow.
But don't even pay attention to how they put their phone down.
But what I heard, Eric, what I heard was when y'all men do that, y'all hiding y'all's grandmother's precious recipes.
Right.
Say it again. Hiding what?
Our grandmother's precious recipes.
Precious recipes.
Let's read some of the comments. Tammy Swinburne said it's all personal and on an individual basis. So trust issues, you said trust issues is personal and on an individual basis. Right.
I agree.
And I'm gonna go back because this one was true. She said, listen, because they'll tell you anything. She was talking about men being lying asses. Thank you, Miss Tammy. God bless you. All right.
But it's some ratchet. It's some ratchet women. It's some ratchet women that do.
Crystal, you don't want to go. Don't start that.
Keisha, but we got to be real. I'm just saying. Just
tell
like
the truth and shame the devil.
So I got two sons. They grown. They 25 and 26. So I feel you with the whole. I keep trying to keep not to cuss, but I feel you with the
It's
whole.
okay to cuss.
Huh?
It's okay to cuss.
Okay. Well, I feel you with the little bitch lying on your son about the baby. I totally get that because I have two sons. So I understand. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, your son, and I don't know if I don't know the whole situation, but I'm just saying it's some ratchet women. It's some women that knowingly do this type of stuff, and they are too. You know what I'm saying? But nobody works about that because they pretty, they're well known.
It's damn near against the law to criticize a woman. Damn near impossible.
But
If
I'm
they
gonna say
say
this
she's
though.
princess, they can't do no damn wrong. And if they do wrong and it's obvious, it's you know why? It's because something that a damn man did.
But the thing was, I got on my son though. I told him you quit raw dogging all these damn hoes. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. Because then on top of that, now she done tried to pin a back off on you. You don't know who she been with. And all
Keisha, what was that? What was the comment that Tammy said before?
She said they'll tell you anything. She's about men. Now back to what I was saying.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. It was this one. She said you have to be willing to work on yourself first in order to heal, or you will continue to attract the same energy.
Right.
Then she said, them ain't women though.
The little ratchet little bitches we was talking about, she saying them wasn't women.
Yes.
Them is ratchet
bitches. Them are not women.
And Miss Tammy said, she was talking about me and Miss Crystal. She said, "That's my girl."
When she was talking about them ratchet bras.
I mean, I'm just saying, I like I say, I love a black man, I love black women, I love black love, I love black family, but I do think that we tend to put a lot on men, and we do have, like somebody was saying 50-50. Like sometimes you gotta apologize when you're not really apologetic. You gotta apologize because you hurt that person's feelings and you want it to you want to build that trust. So okay, I'm gonna apologize because you say I was responsible for this, that, and the other. I don't want to hurt you, so, and I'm sorry, so I'm gonna apologize for that, so that we can go on and move on. And I think that's a way that you can help resolve with trust issues. But that's just me. Look at your comment.
I ain't resolving no trust issues if it ain't had nothing to do with me. Because I wasn't out there tooting it up for old boy. You was out there pumping and sweating with old girls. So why I have to be apologetic for your trust issues?
Men get grouped in for what a segment of our demographic does. So we're really just trying to address that demographic. You know, if somebody puts out a title, if that title don't fit you, then don't answer to it. Then it shouldn't even bother you. But there are some skeezers that's been commented. There are some little bitches out there that's been commented, and it's just some downright trifling, nasty, who the hell, what happened to them, women out there. I mean, but on the flip side, there's some in the middle. They got a little bit of skeezer, a little bit of little bitch in them, but then they still all right. They can be saved. It's some of them you can't save. Just like it's some men can't be saved. They've been ruined from the beginning. Kind of like Eve ruined it in the beginning.
You better
them the ones I want to meet. It's the one I want to meet.
You want to meet who?
50-50, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
No, you're gonna have to elaborate, Andre.
No, hey, I'm gonna leave it at that. Give me a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Andre said he want a hoe with a little bitch and a skeezer and all of that, and Eve and Mary. He wanted all together.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. We on a spectrum.
But that's why. Here. But you just got through saying that somebody did you like that. See, so that's what Tammy was just saying about attracting that energy. So if you saying you want this and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but you've already experienced a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and it did you like that, so you're still open.
It was a whole lot of this and a little bit of that. I'm saying I
okay.
want a little bit of this and a little bit of that. See, that one was a whole lot on this side.
Mhm.
You know,
Okay.
what I
Okay.
wanted, 50-50, so,
And
but,
and on this comment right here, I love this one. It said, "Talk that talk." We will, Miss Dawn. We got you back. We got you back, sis. We got
Would it say like a boy in church that don't like this?
you.
What is wrong with people? That is funny. Oh my god. Ah,
That's
no,
what
no,
it is.
no, that's funny. Oh God. Keisha.
Yeah. Oh, who want to build a brown tag?
Andre want to
Andre,
build
you
a
want to build a bit brown?
Why can't we do that?
Hey.
Y'all
The
build
same
men
reason why
every
y'all
day.
get mad when we do it. That's why y'all
Who
can't do
said
it.
we get mad?
Because I'm just saying.
Who said we get mad?
Yeah, then y'all start calling it that man-made word. What's that? Cheating. She just getting well.
Okay.
You say you don't believe in. Keisha don't believe there's a such thing as cheating.
What is cheating? What is cheating?
Boom.
What is
Boom.
cheating?
What is it?
Cheating?
You talking
I'm
to me?
asking because to me,
Bobby
Okay.
said he don't know what he want.
Hold on a minute. Hold on, because I got to get off the comments to answer this question. Eric, can you take over comments, please? Okay, so my thing about cheating is I don't think there is a such thing, because I mean if say me and Eric are in a relationship, right? And if Eric ain't providing everything I need, and and I go and talk to Leroy over there, that don't mean I love Eric any less. That's not cheating.
My allergy.
That's not violating anything.
no, but it depends on what you and Leroy talking about.
by paying these bills that old boy ain't doing what she just said. And so is that cheating though?
That's not cheating.
No, that's not cheating, but that ain't Leroy business.
It is Leroy business. If Leroy gives me the funding to take care of it, it is.
You hear me?
If he offering,
No.
the little bit of help for maybe a pinch on the ass, hell yeah. Come on, Leroy, get your ass filled up,
that's
baby.
cheating.
Let me see.
That's cheating. That's cheating. That's cheating.
What is it cheating?
That's cheating.
So you say like how? I mean, it's emotional.
You
cheating.
say, okay, Eric, your man, but you over here letting Leroy pinch on the ass.
It ain't cheating.
But Eric, no.
Until you get caught. That ain't cheating.
Oh,
and
Eric,
on top of that,
Eric knows
you. Hold on. Hold on.
And it ain't cheating.
Let me read these comments. Let me read these comments real quick.
If it ain't cheating, if I let him fill me up too, that's a mutual decision.
Let me read these comments. Mika Baldwin says, I'm with Andre. Give me a Christian thug. More Christian than thug. But throw a little thug in. Hey, what's going on, CJ?
Shoot.
Let me see. He said, so Crystal, what is your type? Okay. Juan Newsom want to know.
I like reformed thugs, so that and reformed. I like people. I like hood. Let me just be honest. I like educated. I like dudes that know the struggle, have reformed from the struggle, so that when we doing great, they understand it. But what is cheating? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody have a different thought. We have a conformed thought of what cheating is. But like Keisha said, if this person is not providing X, Y, and Z in the relationship, okay, I'm not going to just say, oh, go talk to Leroy. I'm going to say, talk to whoever first. Hey, babe, woo, 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 woo. But if he is steady, like not doing that, then you must want me to talk to Leroy, which is my point with Eve. She wouldn't have been distracted if Adam was doing what he was supposed to be, keeping her entertained. That's all I'm saying.
And what you said was beautiful. It was just beautiful. What happened to Andre? We lost him. And shut up, CJ. Ain't nobody cheating you.
Keisha, they gonna think you was a master cheater after this. Oh,
and Tammy, okay, it is definitely emotional support where your man is slipping. Talk about it, sis. Honey, you gonna
emotional. Yeah,
But
we got a lot of comments. Keep going through the comments, Keisha.
Okay. They just start coming through like crazy. Let's see. Me neither. People are grown with options. You just have to communicate what you want. So she don't believe in cheating either. Thank you, Miss Bobby. You're great. Mr. West, Leroy gonna want something to turn more than a kiss, and Leroy get it too. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Leroy can have whatever he like. Let's see. Bro, Keisha, you hate? No, I'm not. And let's see. Miss Tammy says, yeah, because it was a mutual decision. We feeling each other up. We talked about that beforehand. We knew what we were gonna do when we got together. We were gonna rub and touch and feel. I'm sorry. Don't leave the circle open where a person feels the need to steal outside of it. Thank you, Miss Bobby.
That ain't what she mean.
That is what she mean. So that ain't what she What happened to Andre? I was finna call him Adam. What happened to Andre?
No,
I'm sorry. It was a matter slip of a brain for a second. My bad.
You ain't good at cheating. You don't even got the names right.
Nah, that was on purpose. Don't be fooled, Chris.
That wasn't on purpose. I wasn't on purpose. I promise it wasn't. She is a master cheater because she said it herself. Who's blind? You talking about Eve didn't cheat. Adam started that shit.
That's a hot mess.
Yeah, but
Eve was over there. Eve was over there.
Eve
was over where she should have been over there with a man. She's over there talking to that snake.
But people was cheating all through the Bible. Like
that snake named Leroy.
They was having mutual decisions, Miss Chris. And Miss Tammy said, as long as the cash app thing, that can only mean one thing. Honey, say that again.
I mean, that's the best way to talk to people these days is Cash App. Just, hey, I might pay more attention to the Cash App than I am the inbox. Because I'll tell a person real quick, Cash App.
Man, I'll be damned if I ever pay for anything. I've been getting free all my life. You got me, whatever.
Well, honey, you gonna be
that's what's wrong. We got too many cash app ass cats out here simping, willing to pay. Willing to pay. What?
But listen, this is my thing. Men have been doing that for forever, and now that women are like, "Fuck you, pay me," on a scale of that, then men are offended when it's been the opposite way forever. Like women paying men. Period, whether it was because they liked them or they was hoeing or whatever the case may be. And now women are like have taken their strength back, like, no, fuck you, pay me.
And Miss Crystal, and then we just discussed about that man having a whole bunch of bitch kids on the other end of town. He taking care of them bills. Hell, so why is it that you can't give me a little couple coins because some coochie coins?
Hey, the Muslims, they have several wives. They can have several wives as long as they can take care of them.
But they take care of all of them, though.
Right.
But I don't cheat. I'm saved.
Yeah.
What? I'm a professional. Are you a professional cheater? What's that mean?
Lord,
what that mean?
There ain't nothing confusing about that. Women are the best at it. That's what
that mean.
Because you just listen, y'all just played and laid it out how you calculated in your mind, how you would play it out, and you justified why you would do what you would do. Tell me you ain't
Eric,
good at it.
Eric, can you stay in the rain? No.
I'm trying to defend folks up here. Because I would just stand and look and be like, oh, okay.
I mean, but it's really, but really though, it's not natural. I'm just saying, it's not natural for a man to have one woman. I'm just saying, since we started out with Eve and Adam, like somebody was just saying about wives and midwives, like even the Indian culture, all they concubines, when a man died and all his hoes is gonna die with him, they're gonna burn him up, they're gonna all die together. So I'm just saying, Mutual, yes, that's in the Indian. Yes, you can look that up in the Indian culture.
I know. I'm not even doubting you. I'm thinking about them like, oh, that's some commitment for that.
That's a commitment there. So I'm just saying, like, it holds men, several women. That has been a thing. They pushed monogamy on people. Now, do I want somebody cheating on me all the time? No, I do not.
Not unknowingly. If it ain't beneficial to the group, then it's an absolute no. And if we can handle it just you and I, cool. Right. But that takes a certain level of maturity. That may be a conversation for another day. Juan Newsom, he said Eve was the first manipulator in order to manipulate Adam into taking a bite of that damn apple.
And Juan, that is bullshit. Moving on.
And Adam was thinking with his dick. That's what he was doing.
Boom!
He was.
That's exactly what he was doing.
She rubbed. It wasn't like, hey, here, Adam. It was like, baby, come here.
She probably said, let me feed it to you, baby.
She turned to the side, pull that leaf to the side, and what he gonna do? Because when a man, because where the blood come from, it come from the brain and the feet. So he can't think and he can't run. What the hell he gonna do?
Well, he should have did better for the culture. He should have did better for the
people. He damn sure should.
Shit, he should have did better.
I agree with Truth, but I mean, let's not erase. Let's keep all the facts in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Tammy says, I got to pay for my own sin. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tammy says, I got to pay for my own sins from what I understand clearly. Mm-hmm. Well, hey, Tammy, I take that as you saying Eve need to eat her piece of the apple and Adam need to eat his too.
Guys.
That's how I read that.
Right.
Guys, that hour went by so quickly.
We are there. Hey.
Miss Crystal, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're going to definitely have to have you back because I love listening to your perspective, pun intended, on different topics. So we definitely have to have you back. Mr. Andre, I hope you're still listening. We would like to have, I wouldn't mind us having you back as well. And I hope you're okay.
And this is what I would like to do before we close out. When we're talking about relationships, just take this with you. Hey, and all of this was kind of mentioned throughout the conversation from all of the contributors. Be transparent. No, you have to talk about everything. Crystal made a great point. She said, if you know you have issues, say that you got issues from the beginning. So if you really want to move into a relationship, you want to move forward, hey, you have to be transparent, which automatically means you need to be vulnerable. So in order to set the table for effective communication, because Andre mentioned the communication and how that's a key factor, you have to be willing to be honest and open and share that soft, what I call that soft underbelly of your issues. You know what I mean? And then this is my point. I think you need to start with an A with people. This is not easy. People need to start with an A and you allow them to work their way to an F. So we were talking about, hey, I see carry the water and stuff, but what was the hey, if he doing good, keep letting him doing good. Because if he a liar, he gonna lie. If he's a cheater, eventually he gonna cheat. If he's not consistent, he's eventually going to become inconsistent. So start with an A and let a person work because they just may become A+ on you. And now you got what you've been looking for. And you didn't run them off because of the trust issues you had before. And then this is my final point. Be intentional. Like make a strategic effort to practice and encourage like actions of trust. That's some scary, I know it's some scary stuff because it goes back into the vulnerability, but you have to be intentional about it. So you have to do that with your partner. And as Tammy has eloquently posted, it's a personal issue and you have to do that with yourself as well.
And Tammy, you gotta guard your grill too when you're guarding your heart.
And as Tammy said, guard your grill. So hopefully we can, we had a great time. It was outstanding. I really want to thank everybody that came, all the comments, the feedback. That is what this perspective is about. So I know you may have thought differently. People may communicate differently than you're used to. They may have a different outlook, but I promise it was something that you could pull away. And if you can walk away having an insight that's just a little different that make you even think upon something, then we've done good today. So we want to thank everybody for being here. We appreciate it. When you make us go over that hour and we don't even know, then we know it was an awesome time. So thank you. We'll see you next week. We'll let me make sure, Keisha. Next week, next Thursday, 8:30. Look for the perspective. Go to the website. Make sure you follow us. You can go on YouTube. You can go on Twitch. You can go on your Roku TV. And make sure that you follow all the platforms. And I encourage you to look at some of the other shows on the network, okay? BS3, man, has something for everybody. So make sure you go, share it with your friends. We appreciate you. We love you. And we'll see you next week.
Like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend. Peace.
Thank y'all.